Leadership TV for God and country.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the Tuesday edition of your breakfast show on television inside Nigeria. Today is Tuesday, August 8, 2023, and my name is Winifred Ugbebo. And unfortunately, I don't have a public affairs analyst today on the studio to analyze some headline stories. However, we are going to be reviewing some of the papers on our menu today. As usual on the program, we like to start off with Nigeria's most influential newspaper, Leadership. Let's see what Leadership is leading with. Leadership says Tinubu cabinet, Senate hangs confirmation of El-Rufai Okotete, Danladi on security clearance. Tinubu cabinet, Senate hangs confirmation of El-Rufai Okotete, Danladi on security clearance. Claes Alake, Malagi, Wike, Tuji Ojo, Party, Beta Edu, 39 others. Kayamo begs senators for forgiveness. And of course, we have two bold pictures of the Chairman Federal Character Commission, FCC, Farida Mohiba Dankaka, when she appeared before the House of Representatives Ad hoc Committee on Investigation of MDAs, parastatals, and tertiary institutions on mismanagement of personal recruitment, employment racketeering, and gross mismanagement of the integrated payroll and personnel information system. This is a developing story, and the nation has been awash with sleaze of racketeering at agency under the leadership of the present head, Madam Kaka. When the investigation is ongoing. Besides that, we have other stories. Asman Air suspends operations, sends staff away. Page 20, you have the story. WAEC withholds results from Zamfara, Niger, 6 others over indebtedness. No plans to impeach my deputy, Obaseki. Story is on page 21 of Leadership. And above that, we have ECOWAS threat. Niger junta shuts airspace. Mali, Burkina Faso affirm support. ECOWAS threat, Niger junta shuts airspace. Mali, Burkina Faso affirm support. Hard reforms necessary to ramp up tax revenues. FIRS. Hard reforms necessary to ramp up tax revenues. FIRS. We move above the masthead of Leadership. NPDPRA corroborates Navy. Says MT Praiser cleared for HPFO. ICJ judgment, no land will be ceded to Cameroon, Governor Otui. ICJ judgment, no land will be ceded to Cameroon, Governor Otui. We move over to page 3 of the paper where we have our stand. Our stand is looting of Adamawa warehouse. For more on that editorial, log on to the website of Leadership, www.leadership.ng. Briefly, we move over to the back page of the paper where we have Tuesday column with Ray Murphy. Niger Republic, the coup and the concerns of Nigerians. Niger Republic, the coup and the concerns of Nigerians. For more on that, you also have to log on to the website. Ganduje turns Kwakwaso to return to APC. That is the Ghana must go. The humor for today. Ganduje turns Kwakwaso to return to APC. Of course, guess what the answer is? There's $1 to share. Interesting. For more on that and inside stories, continuation of headline stories, log on to the website www.leadership.ng. From Leadership, the next paper with almost the same headline story is The Nation. The Nation says security clearance delays El-Rufai Okotete Danladi. Security clearance delays El-Rufai Okotete Danladi. Senate okays Kayamu Bagudu Umahi Edwin Alake, Beta Edu, 39 others. Senate Okes, Keyamo, Bagudu, Umahi, Edun, Alake, Beta Edu, 39 others. I want to serve in national interest, Wike Rights PDP. Ministers for induction. That's the leading story on The Nation. And of course, we have other stories. ECOWAS plans review of Niger junta position. ECOWAS plans review of Niger junta position. Military closes army airspace. First Bank of Nigerian shareholders seek SEC intervention in takeover bid. And we move up. We have WAEC withholds candidates' results from 8 states. WAEC withholds candidates' results from 8 states. We move above that to just beneath the masthead. Federal government uncovers 44 multiple taxes in bills. Sit-at-home flops. No plot to impeach Shaibu, says Obaseki. Court action preemptive. I sold jobs for 1.5 million naira at federal agency, says S. Walker. Government adopts monarch wife in Nasarawa. Government adopts monarch wife in Nasarawa. We move over to the editorial page of Nation to see what their editorials is on today, Tuesday, August 8, 2023. The editorial, one of the editorials is on CBN's recklessness. CBN's recklessness. Government and economic management team to blame. What we expect to see in the end is a CBN restored to its pristine functions as banker and financial advisor to the federal government. And the second editorial is food as necessity. Food as necessity, security and meticulous implementation crucial to success in the agri drive. The enduring success of this program will, however, depend on efficient, effective, and meticulous implementation. For more on that editorial, inside pages, and continuation of the headline stories, log on to the website of The Nation, www.thenationonlineng.net. From The Nation, we have Vanguard. Vanguard also has similar story on its cover. Vanguard says Minister Senate stops El-Rufai Okotete Danladi. Minister Senate stops El-Rufai Okotete Danladi. Away security reports checks. Confirms Wike, Keyamo, Alake, Tunji Ojo, Pate, Fagbemi, Edu, 38 others. And we have no plot to impeach Deputy Governor Obaseki. Biafra, sit at home is dead, buried, Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra, sit at home is dead, buried, Nnamdi Kanu. Government kidnap monarch wife in Nasarawa. Job racketeering at FCC. IP's officer admits collecting bribe. Women's World Cup 2023. Hard luck as Super Falcons lose via penalty. Move over to the above masthead of Vanguard. First annual memorial lecture. Jankonde's contributions to Nigeria's journalism unrivaled. Nawolu, Wanchuku, Oshoba, Anamba, Adefaya, others. Federal government withdraws contempt charge against NLC. Billion naira debt. WAEC withholds results of candidates. And we have federal government to harmonize multiple taxation. NAMI, that is FIROS, henchman. Federal government to harmonize multiple taxation. We move over to the commentary of Vanguard. What is Vanguard saying today? Vanguard's commentary is on Nigeria's power cut to Niger Republic. Nigeria's power cut to Niger Republic. We have inside stories in Vanguard, continuation of the commentary and the headline stories. Log on to the website www.vanguardngr.com. From Vanguard, we move over to the Blueprint newspaper. Blueprint says Senate confirms Malagi, Alake, Wike, Keyamo, 41 others as ministers. Senate confirms Malagi, Alake, Wike, Keyamo, 41 others as ministers. Security checks put confirmation of El-Rufai, 2 others on hold. Keyamo begs lawmakers over comment on 774 job projects. We have RODC saving Nigeria over 500 billion naira from importing paper products. WASC 2023 results of over 200,000 candidates withheld. 79.81% pass. The story is on page 5 of Blueprint. 500 billion naira intervention, mere 0.5% GDP, unlikely to impact lives. Rewane. 500 billion naira intervention, mere 0.5% GDP, unlikely to impact lives, says Rewane. FRS may take over tax revenue collection nationwide. Oyedele. Man kills lover with hot water in Ondo. Plateau, 5 killed in Magu, Bakinladi local government areas. Don't attack Niger, they are our brothers. Zazaki conscience Tinubu. Don't attack Niger, they are our brothers. Zazaki conscience Tinubu. ECOWAS chair summons head of state meeting. We are moving over to the editorial page of Blueprint to see what the editorial is on. And of course, the editorial is on Nigeria's debt amidst inflationary pressure. Nigeria's debt amidst inflationary pressure. From that, we are done with Blueprint newspaper today. For more stories on that, the continuation of the editorial and headline stories, log on to the website of Blueprint, www.blueprint.ng. From Blueprint newspaper, we move over to the next paper we have on our menu this day. Let's see what this day is leading with today. This day says ECOWAS head of state meet Thursday after expiration of deadline to Niger junta. ECOWAS heads of state meet Thursday after expiration of deadline to Niger junta. Mali, Burkina Faso pay solidarity visit to coup plotters. Mali, Burkina Faso pay solidarity visit to coup plotters. France suspends flights to Mali, Burkina Faso. US's window of opportunity to end crisis. That's the leading story on this day. And this day also has a picture of the Memorial Latif Jakonde annual memorial lecture that took place yesterday with guests in attendance. And above that, we have no plot to impeach Deputy Governor, says Obaseki. Declares court action preemptive move ahead of his defection to APC. Edo North leaders dissociate themselves from Shaibu's governorship ambition. Women World Cup, Tinubu celebrates Super Falcons' brilliant performance. Above the masthead, we have Seplat Energy's gas revenue grows year on year to $63.7 million. Senate withholds confirmation of El-Rufai Okotete Danladi as ministers over security screening. Confirms Edu, Kiari, Umahi, Keyamo, Alake, Beta Edu, 39 others. From those headline stories, we also move over to the editorial of this day, and this day's editorial today is on this day editorial is on the high cost of floods. The high cost of floods. Major stakeholders should do more to minimize the impact of floods. The number of people projected for impact is deeply concerning because they represent mostly women and children that will be uprooted forcibly from the communities and lifestyle they were used to. The high cost of floods, that is just a snippet of that. For more on that, log on to the website of this day. We also have inside stories and the continuation of cover stories. www.thisdaylive.com. From this day, we are on to Daily Sun. Daily Sun says Niger, ECOWAS leaders perfect action plan. Niger, ECOWAS leaders perfect action plan meet on Thursday as Mali, Burkina Faso plan to send delegation. Middlebelt Forum advises Tinubu to focus on Nigeria's problems. To be useless venture, Air Chief or Chulo wants. Senate suspends confirmation of El-Rufai Danladi Okotete over security reports. Chaos drama in chamber over Keyamo. Tinubu Atiku hail Falcons performance against England. Terrorists opt for negotiations as NAF intensifies bombardment on strongholds northwest. Abiola persuaded my father to join Abacha's government. Jakonde's son, Sheyi. You will be remembered for good deeds. Sanwo-Olu editors. Federal government to remove taxes on tomatoes, raw food items soon, says JTB chairman. Seplat Energy's gas revenue grows to $63.7 million. Akpabio promises to take up Southeast case for appointment of more ministers. We move over just beside the masthead of Daily Sun. We have WAEC, which holds WASSCE results of 8 states over debt. 80% obtain 5 credits in English, mathematics. From the cover, we move over to the editorial page of Daily Sun. Daily Sun editorial today is on the looming labor strike. The looming labor strike, despite overtures by the federal government, members of the organized labor under the aegis of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) last week protested against the anti-people policies of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. Although the nationwide exercise was suspended a day after following the meeting labor leaders had with President Bola Tinubu, there are signs that a looming national strike cannot be ruled out over government's court actions against labor leaders. Unfortunately, the federal government has withdrawn its contempt charge case against Nigerian Labour Congress. So hopefully that strike, looming strike, started. For more on that, inside stories and continuation of the headline stories, log on to the website of Daily Sun newspaper, www.sunnynewsonline.com. From Daily Sun, the next paper we have on our menu is The Punch. The Punch says federal government withdraws contempt suit against Labour. NLC strike. Federal government withdraws contempt suit against Labour. NLC may suspend strike. Solicitor General Rice NLC Falana says federal government suspends suit over Tinubu intervention. NLC awaits federal government on palliative agreement, call special meeting over planned strike. Of course, just like Leadership newspaper, we also have similar picture on the cover of the Punch, talking about the chairman of FC Former Character Commission. Of course, the story goes with it. Former Character Commission officer admits taking bribes in Dykes chairman. Former Character Commission officer admits taking bribes in Dykes chairman. There's no end to that impasse or imbroglio. Can of worms, as you may say, opening at the National Assembly. Investigation on MDAs. Former Character Commission officer admits taking bribes in Dykes chairman. Of course, we had the picture of the chairman, just like Leadership newspaper, with the copy of the Holy Quran yesterday. 214 Gombe drug suspects arrested in 7 months. NDLEA. Protest as gunmen kill couple, clerics children in Plateau. Protest as gunmen kill couple, clerics children in Plateau. FBN shareholders protest AGM suspension, demand regulators intervention. Over above the masthead of the Punch, Senate refuses to confirm El-Rufai Danladi female nominee. Nigeria Niger mega rail project threatened, over 1,000 trucks trapped. Nigeria Niger mega rail project threatened, over 1,000 trucks trapped. Obaseki dismisses impeachment plot, says Shaibu planning APC section. From that, we are also on to the editorial page of The Punch. The Punch editorial today is on vendors are laying waste to public infrastructure. Vendors are laying waste to public infrastructure. For more of that, we have inside stories on and continuation of the headline story. Log on to the website of The Punch, www.punch.com. The Punch is taking us to the last paper we have on our menu for review, the August edition, and the paper is Guardian. The Guardian says housing affordability crisis, inflation, high interest rates spike, says rent by 40% in major cities. Housing affordability crisis, inflation, high interest rates, spike says rents by 40% in major cities. Highest average rent by location in first half of 2023 for 3-bedroom apartments. Lagos is 4 million naira, Abuja 10 million naira, Port Harcourt 2.5 million, Kano 2 million naira, and why we have Enugu 1 naira, because we also have graphics of some houses, some of these states, high rankings. We have Sanwo-Olu, Oshoba, Wanchuku, Bonuola, others extol Jakodo's virtues at media lecture. DSS police officers to pay 20 million naira damages for corporals. The ultimatum, ECOWAS leaders meet Thursday to ponder steps. Again, Imo residents comply with ECPA's at-home order. Discordant views over accreditation of courses in universities. Senate drops El-Rufai, Danladi, Okotete, Okes, Keyamo after apology. Pastor, 4 others key fresh plateau attack. Wow. Bad enough that the key abated. Move over to the editorial page of The Guardian to see the editorial today, Tuesday. And the editorial is on Save the Judiciary from Deadly Rumors. Save the Judiciary from Deadly rumors. You want to log into the website of The Guardian News on that editorial, read more on the inside story and, of course, the continuation of the headline story. And the website is www.guardian.com. That is all we can take Guardian today, because that brings us to the end of our paper review. Reaching. Fortunately, today I didn't have my guest. No more lies. But not to worry. My name is